Ladies and gentlemen, I have some fantasy booking that I would like to put on the table here. Hello there all, GamingOtakuGeek here. And yes, I know, unfortunately Seth Rollins is out due to injury, so this has literally taken a turn into the fantasy and fantasy booking. But bear with me. As you all know, Seth's faction has been wreaking havoc on the main roster ever since they first assembled. With that being said, an opposing force of epic proportions is going to have to band together in order to face this threat. And who would be this opposing force? Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that these people are going to be none other than Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, LA Knight, Penta, and CM Punk. I'm sure that Jey and Sami would be the ones that would try to recruit everyone under a common cause. Penta, I feel, would be someone that would need no convincing. I do feel, though, that the tension would arise from CM Punk and LA Knight. Yeah! Because last we saw the two of them interacting with each other, they were both at odds over who would get their hands on Seth Rollins. So that should make for some interesting shenanigans to be afoot. But I would assume that they would enter a truce so that they could be able to face a common enemy. And yes, I know, Sami Zayn is also out of commission, but again, bear with me. This is a fantasy booking situation. So we have 5 members, but that begs the question, we only have 3 in Seth's faction. Who would be the other 2? I propose that the remaining 2 members to complete Seth's faction would be Austin Theory and Karrion Kross. In Theory's case, he would probably be pulled into the group similar to how Sami Zayn came to the bloodline, seeking respect and seeking glory. And I assume that this would be something similar and par for the course for Theory. Especially after his stint with Grayson Waller, he probably feels underappreciated. So what better way for him to go on his redemption arc than to join Seth's faction and make a name for himself and gain the power, respect, and glory that he feels he so richly deserves. And with fans cheering for Theory more and more, it would make sense to put him in the spotlight. As for Karrion Kross, I feel that he would be the wild card in this scenario. Seth Rollins would probably want to keep him around because he figures that he could have some use for him further down the line. And of course, Kross would love nothing more than to get a chance to sow discord and chaos, especially at Sami Zayn's expense. He could also whisper sweet nothings into Braun Breaker's ear, maybe slow burning a turn against Seth Rollins, a la Batista to Triple H. So you have 2 opposing groups with 5 members each. You see where I'm going with this? Oh yeah, it's all coming together, baby. My fellow WWE fans, I believe that this year's Survivor Series War Games in San Diego this coming November is going to have Seth's faction and CM Punk's faction at the forefront. But sadly, with recent events, we don't know if this will come to pass, since Sami and Seth will be out for an undisclosed amount of time. But still, this is the fun of fantasy booking. We get to imagine what could be. But those are simply my thoughts. Let me know yours. What do you think lies ahead for these individuals as we head further into the year? Well, whatever's in store, I am excited as hell. But anyways, until next time, this has been GamingOtakuGeek, signing out.